Welcome to Eurosport and welcome to our nightly coverage of the 16th Rally Tunisia, the Rally Optique 2000 of 1997, round 2 of the FIA World Cup. And this is a flashback to yesterday, Tuesday, April 8th, third day of the rally, and sandstorms cancelling the bike stages. So all the bikes were gathered together after a false start and had to take a convoy behind the organisation truck to last night's stopping place at Carries Lane. Very arid, very windswept areas this, and this of course is the area famous in Star Wars, very close to the town of Matmata, where Star Wars was filmed, and Matmata's Hotel Sidi Dries in fact used for the film's famous disco scene. But no discos here, because this is the rally leader yesterday, Pierre Lartigue, starting for Citroën and consolidating his lead with a special win ahead of the 61 cars and 5 trucks still in the rally. Ari Vatanen for Citroën second, 2 minutes and 10 seconds behind him. Ari Vatanen accompanied by Britain's own Fred Gallagher, the Scotsman who's now clerk of the RAC Rally. In third place, Jean-Louis Schlesser for Schlesser Seat. Third overall at 30 minutes and 55 seconds behind the leader. And right behind him is his teammate Jutta Kleinschmidt in her Schlesser Seat. Well, Maurizio Colombo for Mitsubishi is leading T2. Here he is, he's 6th overall. And T1 leader Jean-Pierre Strugo, also for Mitsubishi, who is 7th overall. Here indeed comes Jean-Pierre Strugo, the Frenchman, T1 leader in the Mitsubishi. Well, after a short break, we're going to look at today's events on the Rally Tunisia.
Where better to keep a watchful eye on the daily issues of the world than in the world's daily newspaper? Pick it up today.
Think Le Mans, think 24 hours, but this weekend, think 2 wheels, not 4. The famous circuit in Western France hosts the biggest event in the endurance bike racing season, and all weekend, Eurosport will bring you live updates. The Le Mans 24 Hours starts Saturday at 2:45 CET, live on Eurosport, and all weekend long.
Welcome back to Rally Tunisia. Here's the map of today, Wednesday, April the 8th, stage 4. 303 kilometers, the longest stage of the rally, no liaisons. But problems already for one of the bikers. Cyril Neveu, organizer of the rally, has landed his helicopter alongside the Suzuki of Sweden's Ole Olsen. He's got a lot of problems, as he was about to tell us.
Last night we maybe missed the course a bit and took a chance for 2 riders, and we was on the right way, but my friend got out of fuel, so I helped him, and then he took all the fuel and went to the bivouac to come back for fuel, but he came back a little bit too late. and I filled up with the fuel and started to ride, but then the storm was worse and the rain and the lights stopped working and the clutch stopped working. Yeah. So I decided to stay overnight and start up this morning. So I pushed the bike now 3 kilometers.
3 kilometers?
Yeah, like this.
The typical cool Swede. Gets a lift on the helicopter, will be taken back to the bivouac near the river, where no doubt he'll contemplate his future with a glass of vodka and tonic in his hand. Let's have a look at some of the other entries then. Alain Perez of Kawasaki, rally leader of the bikes, waiting to start today. He's a policeman from Carcassonne, as you can see there by the checkered flag. He's even put a siren on his handlebars today to defend his lead. Well, that lead is 1 minute exactly over this man, Fabrizio Mioni on the KTM, starting second this morning, and Martin Weichenberger, KTM, the Austrian carpenter, 4 minutes 22 seconds behind them. Richard Saint, 5 minutes 18 seconds in fourth place. And Flavio Agradi, we're now looking at as they come over this magnificent scenery here on the Zargilane Ramada stage. The first 30 kilometers of the stage, extremely fast and dangerous. Then move into these lunar landscapes with canyons and 2 cols to cross on the mountain ridges. After these scenes, they'll be finishing in the rolling desert countryside at the oasis of Ramada. We're going through the picture there is Flavio Agradi. Indeed, it is he, man who crashed on the prologue, and he becomes the stage winner today on his KTM 660. Starting 18th, 6th tonight. Richard Sykes second here on the special at 15 seconds behind Agradi. Still third in the general classification on 4 minutes and 55 seconds. Pat moving up into third because he has gone ahead of Martin Weichenberger, who has gone missing. Terry Magnaldi on the KTM, still fourth on 1 minute 6 seconds and pushing very hard. 170 kilometers an hour today. He has a fall, indeed, you just saw there. And then later on he had to stop when his road book broke 50 kilometers from the end. Had to check it out. He still finished fourth on the stage and he's fourth overall. Well, there is Alain Perez, third on the special. 28 seconds behind Agradi, but still leading by 4 minutes 43 seconds. And Fabrizio Mioni still suffering from his injured hand, fifth on the special, and second overall, 4 minutes 43 seconds behind Perez. Well, Weichenberger had problems. He was 106th on the special at 3 hours and 6 minutes. We don't yet know what his problem was. He has finished, and he's dropped from third to 62nd. There's Agradi again, today's winner. At the end of the stage, we took the chance to see how it went for him.
Allora niente, oggi finalmente
well, I had a lot of problems over the first few days, and I had no idea I could even possibly win today. I know if I rode fast and didn't make any mistakes, I had a chance. In addition, I don't have a rapid refueling system like the other professionals, and I lose 2 or 3 minutes at every assistance point, but that was great.
Ormai penso di recuperare più. Oggi sono andato un po' più tranquillo perché penso proprio che le prime 3 posizioni non siano più recuperabili. Ho tenuto il desert vecchio del primo giorno e basta.
Richard Sykes second on the stage, and we took the chance to talk to him. He said this morning I was in fourth place.
Le troisième et Mioni.
I quickly moved up the order and I was up to third, chasing Mioni, joining him. We raced for a long time together. At the fuel stop, we also joined Alain Perez, and then after that I made a little mistake on the road. I was lost for maybe 2 minutes, but nothing too important. With a good shepherd, Cyril Neveu, himself a multiple Dakar winner, again going to tend to his flock. This time it's Paris policeman Raymond Loiseau, the man who's a motorcycle escort rider for the French presidents, Has been for many years, and also has been a BMW man for many years. Well, he's got a broken rear swing arm. He was in 61st place on his BMW GS100, but it looks like it's all over.
T'es tombé?
Non, je suis pas tombé.
Ouais.
Ah ben j'ai été arrêté net. Hein.
D'accord. Ah oui, merde.
Non, là j'ai talonné dans le trou.
Well, it's finished, I'm afraid. He said, I'm the last, and it's been hard, but that's it. I have no other solutions, and I still have 140 kilometers to go. I went into a hole, and it broke, just like that. Bang. It's a great shame. I've done all those Dakars, and then I come on the Tunisia, and this happens. So, back to Paris. Antoine Brun on his Honda, and Anis Nebli, the Tunisian rider. Here he is, on the 17 bike. At the fuel stop. There he is, Anis Nebli. The pride of Tunisia. Dino Orioli there, of Italy on the Honda. Olivier Monnier, also Honda mounted, coming in to the time control. Well, there's been 10 British riders on the event. Let's have a look, see where they are all tonight. Well, the bad news tonight is that Graham Noyce has not arrived on his Brennanmar Honda, nor has John Taylor. They're riding together, so presumably one of them's broken. They've stopped to sort out the problem, but at the time we went on air, they hadn't yet arrived, and well, they haven't been classified certainly tonight, so bad news there. They were the leaders. So the top Britons now, out of the 8 remaining, in 44th place, Steve Haig on his Husky T410, and on 45th place, chasing him hard, Ian Myers on the M&S Honda XR400. A little bit further down, 58th place, Clive Darnham on the KTM, and in 67th place, Pat Priestley riding Husqvarna 399. Well, Ian Myers' teammates Mike Hughes and Rory O'Shaughnessy, they're 71st and 80th on their M&S Hondas. And in 95th place, Alex Marr for Honda. 104th, he had a bad day, but he's still in the event. Rob Vanderberg on the Team Husky KTM, dropping all those places after problems on the special. We don't know what they were yet, but he's still in the running. So 10 Brits, 8 of them still in the running, and we're just almost, what, halfway through the event. 7 special stages, today's being the 4th. Rally, sure enough, sorting everyone out. A lot of rain today, which you'd hardly expect in the middle of the Sahara in April, but there it is. They've had high temperatures, up to 30 degrees yesterday. Today it rained. They had sandstorms, of course, yesterday as well. So the wind and the rain leading everyone to hope for sun in the 5th stage as they head for the oil wells of El Borma next to the Algerian and Libyan borders. 270 kilometers with, first of all, monster tunes to cross off-piste. Sort of terrain where precious minutes can be gained or lost, or everything can be lost. We're going to take a short break, rejoin us afterwards, see how they got on today in the car part of the Tunisia Rally. Welcome back to Eurosport with me, Mark Cole, covering today's, Wednesday's 4th stage of the 16th Tunisia Rally. Just saw Thierry Delaverne 5th on the rally, leading there this morning in the Nissan, followed by Bruno Gilles and by rally leader Pierre Lartigue. Here again is Gilles in the Ipso 07, the Team Leclerc leader. This car based on this old Peugeot, the old rally favourites. And there in the distance, Pierre Lartigue, the leader. Here, Olivier and Ray, one of the two Lancia Delta Integrales running on the event. Both these former World Rally Championship cars. The other one driven by Vincenzo Lancia. Here he is, 11th on the special and 12th overall in the car that Mickey Biassion used a month ago on the Baja Italia opening round of the FI World Cross Country Cup. Also the car that Biasson used in the World Rally Championship at the end of the 80s. Well, the trucks are there as well today. Here's Viktor Moskovsky in the Kamaz. He's leading the trucks by 1 minute 21 seconds from his teammate Kabidov. The Russians well up to the fore, just 5 trucks running, 2 of these Kamazes and 3 Mercedes. Ari Vatanen with Fred Gallagher, second on the special. Today, 1 minute 58 seconds behind Lartigue. Still maintaining their second overall, 4 minutes and 8 seconds back from their teammates. Ari Vatanen, winner of this event in 1988, former World Rally Champion, and many, many times winner of Dakars and other events. He was also winner of the 1996 Masters Rally, the Paris-Peking. Fred Gallagher joining him after Gilles Picard was blamed, perhaps a little bit unfairly, for putting Vatanen into a hole that caused a huge rally on that Baja Italia event. Now this here is Pierre Lartigue. Now watch this. This biker does not know he's there. The biker has not got mirrors. Or if he does know he's there, he's got nowhere to go. This goes on for some 3 or 4 kilometers. Every time Lartigue tries to pass, he realizes the biker has got to have space. Also could be a disaster. Earlier on, Lartigue had stopped thinking he had a puncture. It turned out to be a jammed shock absorber, which they freed. And now he's trying to make up time desperately and just cannot get by this bike rider. One of the KTM people, we can't see the number from here. But eventually, Lartigue finds the space and goes by. I think that made the biker jump. He probably thought he was all alone, 500 kilometers from the nearest city. And again, there's another biker waiting for him ahead on this lunar landscape. Here is Ari Vatanen. He's had a puncture, and he loses almost 5 minutes in changing it. As we pick up again, Lartigue heading now for the finish, and you can see from the windscreen wiper, the rain has started here in the middle of the Tunisian Sahara.